Today we're going to look at solving equations with variables on both sides. What do you do when you have variables on both sides? Okay, you're going to get all of your variables on one side and then you're going to solve from there. And it doesn't matter which variable you move. Okay, looking here, we want to get all the variables onto one side. If possible though, we want to keep it positive. So which variable could we move here to keep it positive? Because we don't like negatives. We can deal with negatives if we get there, but we want to keep it positive. So I see if I move that 3x, I could probably keep that positive. So take away 3x from the side that it's on, and what you do to one side you have to do to the other. So we got to take away 3x from that side as well. When we do that, those cancel out, leaving us with 2. 4x minus 3x is just going to give us 1x and bring down that minus 1. So now that variable is on one side, and we can solve like we normally have. We got a two-step equation, or we got a one-step equation here. So looking at x, we got minus 1 in the way. To get rid of it, we're going to add 1. If you add 1 to the right side, you have to add 1 to the left side. Those will cancel out, leaving us with x equals, and 2 plus 1 is 3. And that is our answer. Example number 2. Once again, we want to get all the variables onto one side. And if possible, we're going to keep it positive. So I'm going to look here, which one can I move to keep it positive? And that's going to be the minus 4x, because if we have minus 4x, to get rid of it, we're going to add 4x. Add 4x to the side that it's on to take it away. What you do to one side, you do to the other. 4x's opposites are going to cancel out, leaving us with 5 equals, bring down your 20, and then plus x plus 1x, remember that's a 1x, plus 4x is going to give us 5x. Now we have a two-step equation, and we're going to solve it like normal. We're going to get x by itself, now that it's all on one side. Okay, so first thing we got to do is get rid of that 20. It's farther away. Let's get rid of it. It's a positive 20, so to get rid of it, we got to subtract it. What you do to one side, you do to the other. Opposites cancel out, leaving us with 5x is equal to, and let's keep change here, and 5 plus a negative 20 will give us a negative 15. Now we see a one step left. We're multiplying by 5. To get rid of it, we divide by 5. And divide by 5 on the left side. Opposites will cancel out, leaving us with x equals, and a negative 15 divided by 5 is a negative 3, and that is our answer. Okay, looking here, we got a lot going on here, so let's clean this up. Okay, we're going to first use the distributor property, clean up that parentheses. When we do that, I have 4 times 1 is 4, and 4 times a negative 3, or you can just say 4 times 3n is 12n. It's a subtraction, so we're going to keep that subtraction in the middle. Whatever method, if you want to keep change first, that's fine too. Okay, now if you notice, on the right side, we have like terms. So before we move anything to the other side, we need to go ahead and clean that up some more. So we're going to add our like terms. Negative 2n and a minus 12n are our like terms. So when we add those together, we get a negative 14n. And I'm bringing down my plus 4 on that side and everything else down. Okay, so now we've used the distributive property and added like terms to clean that up. But we still have variables on both sides. So, which one can we move to make it positive? Let's look at that minus 14, because if to get rid of it, we have to add 14, which will keep things positive. So, let's add 14 to the right side, add 14n to the left. Opposites will cancel it out, leaving us with 4. Negative 6n plus 14 is going to give us 8n and bring down your minus 20. Now we're ready to solve like normal. We have a two-step equation. First thing we need to get rid of is that minus 20. To get rid of it, we're going to do its opposite and add 20. If you add 20 to the left, you have to add 20 to the right. What you do to one side, you do to the other. Opposites would cancel out, leaving us with 8n is equal to 24. Now I'm out of room here, but we know that we need to divide by 8 here to get rid of it. Or use mental math. But now we've got it down to a mental math problem. That big thing up there, we've got it down to mental math. 8 times what will give us 24? And that is 3. And that is your answer. Okay? Something that you need to know when doing these types of problems. If you are moving one to the other and you realize that the variables will cancel out, such as 3x minus 3x, that leaves you with no x's, and you get an answer that looks like 6 equals 3 with no variables, the answer to that problem is that there is no solution. There's no x there. Okay? Try these on your own. See what you can do.